It has come to my attention that Dr. Malcolm is the only intelligent person in this entire Jurassic Park franchise. The Lost World Jurassic Park, released in 1997 and is directed by Steven Spielberg, which I was surprised to learn that he actually directed this sequel to his original 1993 masterpiece, Jurassic Park. Arguably one of the most important films ever made, and also to physical media people, here we are with the sequel that just upsets everyone because when you're alphabetizing and you go Jurassic Park, well, this one's called The Lost World Jurassic Park. It's not Jurassic Park The Lost World, so I can't make it in the sequence to put it alphabetized. It's all just everywhere on the shelf. It's driving me crazy. And this film is starring Jeff Goldblum, Julianne Moore, Pete Postlethwaite, Richard Schiff, Vince Vaughn, and Richard Attenborough. And the reason why we're talking about the Lost World Jurassic Park today, well, the next chapter and hopefully final chapter in this whole Jurassic Park franchise where we play God and make creation and take it into our own hands and screw everything up and we just don't listen to each other type franchise. The next installment comes out this weekend called Jurassic World Dominion. And I've already reviewed the original Jurassic Park. I think it was last year or the year before that. I've already done it. I just haven't done the rest of the franchise. And heck, I haven't even seen Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom, the second one, because I didn't hear a lot of good things. But that's what this whole week is about. It's about Jurassic Park and dinosaurs and being caught up in the wonderment of, ooh, dinosaurs, and then realizing, wow, bringing back all these dinosaurs is probably one of the most idiotic things that anyone can do, and Dr. Malcolm in this movie clearly believes that and is the only intelligent one, the only intelligent character in this entire franchise. It has been 4 years since the events of the original Jurassic Park, and John Hammond is under extreme pressure from the board, giving full control to his nephew. But John Hammond has plans for Dr. Ian Malcolm, because he's the only one who decided to come back for the sequel, in hopes that he would lead an exhibitionist team to the island called Site B, where they would raise all the dinosaurs before they shipped them over to Site A, which was supposed to be the original Jurassic Park. But the only reason why Malcolm goes to the island is because his girlfriend, who is part of the team, goes a couple of days early, so he's calling this a rescue mission. But while there, the crazy evil boss nephew guy brings in a whole bunch of poachers to capture and hunt and take all of the dinosaurs back to the mainland for himself. Because white men in suits and have money and power and stuff. So like I said, Jurassic Park from 1993 is one of the most important films ever created and ever released. The way it captured the magic of the idea of, gosh, I wish I could see a dinosaur. All I've ever seen before is little claymation or stop motion films in the past, and then also just illustrations and textbooks and things like that. Here is a movie that captures the little kid inside of you that is just in awe and in shock of seeing an actual T-Rex jump out from out of a cage, or a velociraptor, or a triceratops. But then you also watch that movie, especially when you're an adult, you watch that movie and you go, wow, that was cool. But yeah, we should not be doing that. If you're a religious person, you're basically playing God, and if you're not a religious person, you're basically playing with billions of years of evolution just because you can. So that movie happens, and we have a couple of dinosaurs in that film, and I don't know, as a kid, I wasn't the biggest Jurassic Park fan. Like, it was fine, it was really cool, it was dinosaurs on screen, it was awesome, but they also didn't have a lot of dinosaurs in the movie. So here we are, 5 years later, and the studio's like, hey Steven, could you make a sequel, and this time could we put a lot of dinosaurs in it? In fact, you know how the T-Rex is like the biggest thing in this entire franchise? Let's put 2 in here. And it worked. You sold me. I mean, you tell me that there's more dinosaurs in the movie, I'm like, yeah, I want to see that. And how can we connect it to that original one? Well, let's bring back at least one of our original stars, and let's bring back the coolest one and the most intelligent one, Dr. Ian Malcolm, played by Jeff Goldblum. Even though he does make a slight little error in actually going to Site B in this film, but they shape it as it's a rescue mission. He's not going because he's intrigued with the idea of seeing dinosaurs again. As a matter of fact, he doesn't like dinosaurs. He doesn't want to see dinosaurs. He says that dinosaurs shouldn't be here. And I've come to realize that my personality is very much like Ian Malcolm. That dry wit, sarcasm, humor, and just day-to-day conversation, that's me in a nutshell. John Hammond's trying to sell him on the idea of going to this island to preserve them. We should let these creatures live out their days because it's natural, even though it's not natural because you're the one who brought them back, you motherfucker. And Malcolm has this amazing line of, wow, you went from capitalist to environmentalist in just 4 years. Wow, that's incredible. That's what this whole movie and really this whole franchise is trying to sell to the audience, that John Hammond, who funded this entire thing to bring all these dinosaurs back, did it with the best of intentions. No, he didn't. He brought it back to make money, and then when everything went awry, he was like, well, this is just natural, and these are animals, and we should just let them live out their days. Don't bring them back at all, John. I'll probably talk about that fact in the sequels, but just kind of moving on with this movie. I like the good guy cast that we get here of Jeff Goldblum, Julianne Moore, Richard Schiff, and Vince Vaughn. They all have great chemistry with each other, and they play off of each other, and they're just good people. You can tell that they're good people on screen. What annoys me, though, is that we have to have a kid in every single one of these movies. So Malcolm's daughter hitches a ride in secret in the trailer, and so when we're there on the island, she shows up, and we're like, oh, great, yeah, because it's kids. We have to have kids in these stupid movies. God! Also, we can get to the fight with the velociraptors and her gymnastics skills, you know, the thing that people learn and never use in their lives ever, unless you are an Olympian. They actually show that, no, see, gymnastics actually help fight dinosaurs. Julianne Moore plays Dr. Sarah Harding, who is like the gung-ho, let me get out there, I'm gonna take photographs, and oh, this is the right thing to do, I'm all about these animals, and I'm about the environment. Pretty much a giant idiot when it comes to this movie. Vince Vaughn, though, is a breath of fresh air, because his character's not hiding behind the grandeur of the idea of going to this island, you know, saving the animals. No, he comes out and he's completely honest. He's like, I go to these places for the women. I like that. I just appreciate the honesty. There's just a lot of retreading with this film. Whereas the first one was all contained in these buildings and in this park, and we were checking out the electrical system. Here we are, it's on this open island where there's no electronics, there's nothing, it's just all nature. And so yeah, let's see a bunch more dinosaurs and a bunch of more velociraptors doing the whole velociraptor thing. But it's all paint by numbers, the same beats and the same story that we got from the original one. Let's have our crew go out to the island, get caught up in the magistry of seeing dinosaurs, but then we're gonna have opposing viewpoints on the whole subject, then we're gonna move right into a T-Rex battle scene, and then everyone's gonna be, you know, either eaten or distraught and just trying to get off the island, so they try to get to the nearest communication outpost, and then all of a sudden the velociraptors come in because they're always here at the climax of all these movies. The only thing different here is I think what everyone wanted to see in the original Jurassic Park, or at least the producers of the film, they wanted to see a T-Rex run around in a big city. So this movie ends with a gigantic T-Rex running around in California. Whoa, man, is that like a giant T-Rex, bro? Far out, surf's up, bruh. That's how I envision all Californians talking. And really, I would say that this film's biggest legacy is not leading the way to Jurassic Park 3, which we'll talk about next time, or even giving us the Jurassic World series. I would say the biggest legacy that this film has is allowing people to say, yes, let's go ahead and make Godzilla, but let's have him in New York City. And I'm fairly certain that this movie paved the way to allow Godzilla from 1999 to be made. That movie doesn't exist without this one, so if you don't like Godzilla from 1999, I think you can blame this movie. The movie is fine. It's probably the best sequel in this entire franchise so far. It's just a paint-by-numbers monster movie, though. And I don't understand the concept of having two separate islands, where on Site A, I believe that's where they bred, and when the dinosaurs hatched in their eggs and all that stuff, only to transport them to Site B, where they get to grow up and learn and be their own thing, and then to capture them and then take them all the way back to Site A so that they can be in the cages and be seen in the park. I don't understand the efficiency of doing that, especially when it comes to like huge-ass dinosaurs like a Bronchiosaurus. Like, why all the manpower and gasoline and boat power of transporting that frickin' thing back and forth? Why? Give me $1 billion to run this entire operation, because you know what? If I was in charge, I would say, yeah, let's not do this. The Lost World Jurassic Park, It's fun, it's fine, it's nothing special though. I'm gonna give The Lost World Jurassic Park 3 out of 5 Blu-rays.
Not exactly what I had in mind, but not bad.
Alright everyone, we are continuing our Jurassic Park series retrospective, and we're gonna be looking at, from my money, probably gonna end up being the worst film in this entire series, Jurassic Park 3, because I remember that there are talking raptors in the movie. Alan! Need I say more? So guys, if you've seen The Lost World Jurassic Park, what did you think about it? Or if you've never seen it before and you stumbled across it because of this video, then comment below, let me know what you thought about it. And as always, if you like what you see here, if you like my take on movies, then hit the subscribe button and make sure you hit that bell. See you the next time I'm released next movie review. So guys, I will see you next time on the channel, but in the meantime, be well, be good to each other, and go watch a movie. Take care, guys.